seated position for some breathing. Just taking time to come and ground yourself on the mat, become present in the moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling your ribs expand and your lungs fill with air. And exhale through your mouth, blowing all the air away. And inhale. And exhale. As you're exhaling, you feel the abdominal muscles firing up, closing, and the pelvic floor lifting gently. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just allow your chin to gently drop to your chest. Take a breath here. Slowly roll your ear to your right shoulder. And then roll your head back gently so you're looking up towards the ceiling. And left ear over to left shoulder. And chin back to chest. Come up. Now we're going to come into our cat seat stretch. So still bolstering so that your pelvis is in alignment. Feet up against a wall. Or if you haven't got a wall, you can put a strap over your feet to just bring them into an upright position. And just gently folding from the hips. Feeling where you're tight today. And just allowing your body to gently stretch and relax and release any tension. Allow the head to drop. Allow your shoulders to move away from your ears. And just breathing into any tight areas. Allowing them to release and relax. Okay, coming up now onto all fours. Make sure your fingers are pointing forwards, your thumbs coming round to each other and your elbow pits facing forwards. Knees under hips. And you're just going to very slowly take a breath in. As you exhale, you're just going to look over your right shoulder as though you're trying to look at your bottom. Come back to center. Breathe in. Exhale. Leaving over the left shoulder. And back to center. Just keep doing this, breathing in. On the exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Feeling the stretch in your back. Coming back to center. Inhale. And on the exhale, at the end of the exhale, looking over your left shoulder, just making sure you keep your pelvis still and balanced. You're not bringing your bum round to look to join your face. You're just keeping that still. And you should just find with every new look, you should be able to see a little bit more of your back and your bum as your back loosens up. One more on each side. Okay, and coming down onto your forearms now, making sure your arms are in that nice number 11 position. Take your left arm a couple of inches away from your right, and you're just going to thread your other arm palm up through the gap. Keep your pelvis level so your pelvis isn't dipping down, and your head and your shoulder may or may not touch the mat. Come back up. Move your left hand so it's in line with the rest of your body, and take your right hand a couple of inches away, and left hand palm up, sliding it underneath your right arm, keeping your pelvis level. Do that once more each side. So left hand a couple of inches further over to the left, slide your right hand under, and this time I just want you to lean towards the right, so you're just leaning into the stretch. Pelvis level. Come back up, take your right hand into number 11, left hand palm up underneath. Keep the pelvis level and then lean slightly over to the left, so you can really feel that stretch down your left hand side, down your left waist and ribs. Okay, lovely. Let's just do a little bit of work on the wrists. So just bring your hands out in front of you, spread your fingers, and then turn your hands back to back with thumbs touching in a reverse prayer position. And then just lower your hands down so your wrists become level with your elbows. Just working on mobilizing your wrists. Particularly useful if you're feeling a little bit of carpal tunnel syndrome or wrist ache. Okay, come out of that. Make fists and really use your thumbs to hold your index finger down, and you're going to put your fists together and then just flip them up so the back of your hands are touching. Keep hold of that index finger so you can keep that stretch. And now interlace your fingers and push them away from you. Really stretch out the palms and then take that stretch up above your head. Bring your arms out to the sides and come on your hands and knees again for a rhomboid push-up. So just checking your hand and arm position, and you're just going to allow your scapulars drop down, your chest towards the floor, keeping your arms straight so your scapulars come together, and then pushing up so your scapulars come apart. And drop down. And back up. And down. You're working on getting the down and the up very smooth. And down. And back up. Lovely. Okay, so I want you to take a breath in. Come down to your hands and knees. Take a breath in. Exhale. Really feel your core firing up at the end of the breath. And then lift up your left hand and your right foot. Using your core to help you balance and press your knee and your hand into the mat to ground yourself. And then back to the mat again. Inhale. Exhale. And lift right hand, left foot. Just lifting them off the mat to start with, and using your core to balance yourself and pressing your hand and your knee into the mat. And come back. Inhale. Exhale. And left hand, right foot. Only take them as far as is comfortable for you. If you can bring them right out, that's fine. If you're just lifting them off the mat, that's fine. Breathe in. Exhale. And right foot, left, right hand, left foot off the mat. Okay, and let's take this into moving. Crawling is so good for us, such a good movement to do for strength and balancing. So what we're going to do is just take a breath in. Exhale. Pick up your left hand and your right knee and actually move them forwards and place them down. Just a couple of inches forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand and left knee. Okay, and so we're just going to carry on just crawling without the breath. Just allow your breath to come naturally just to the end of your mat. When you've come to the end of your mat, just gently and slowly crawl backwards. Take it slowly, keep yourself balanced, and try and move your hand and knee at the same time. When you come backwards, let's take it forwards again. Slow, controlled, precise movements. And back again. Okay, great. Come up and rest, and we'll now need your half dome for a calf stretch. So remembering your alignment positions. Move over to the left foot. Back over to the right. We'll do this one more on each side. And left, last time. Okay, so now you need your stool or your chair. We're going to do the hip slide and glide, so working on the inner thighs. So taking a nice wide stance, hinging from the hips. And you're just going to move from one leg to the other. So just sliding your hips, so allowing your pelvis to slide over to one side and the other, just to allow that stretch down the inside of the thigh. Okay, walking your feet back in. Stand up straight. Hinge over to the mat and just take your left hand, follow it with your eyes up for a nice twist to the spine. Keeping both feet firmly pressed to the ground. And come back. And now take the right hand up, follow it with the eyes. And back. One more time. Up. And come back. Last time. Take that right hand up. Keep both feet firmly pressed on the ground so that you know you're not tilting your pelvis. And great. So pop your chair to back where you got it from. Now your power move. Nice wide stance. Take your arms up high. Bend your knees, bend your arms at the same time. Keeping the weight back in your heels. Feel strong and powerful in this stance. Repeat your affirmations. I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. My pelvis opens for my baby. My pelvis opens for my baby. And push up to standing. Come onto all fours. Toes tucked under and come into the inversion with your knees bent. So you can allow your pelvis to untuck. Bend your knees and bring yourself down into your all fours. Think about allowing your abdominal muscles to relax and become a gentle hammock for your baby. Allow any tension to leave here so that they've got plenty of space to move and turn as they need to. And then tuck your toes under, walk your hands back and gently roll yourself up and circle your hips. So you remember you're doing this move to help to get the baby into a good position. This is also a fantastic move if labour's stalled or slowing down. And you think baby just needs some help to get back into a good position. The inversion will get them up and out of your pelvis. The hammocking will allow them to move and turn, and then coming up to standing and gently rocking and swaying or moving will allow them to descend back down onto the cervix. Okay, let's come onto all fours and we'll just do a bit of a spine stretch. Remembering your position for all fours, you're going to tuck your pelvis under and just gradually arch your back. Bring your head down so you've got a fully arched, flexed back. Now untuck your pelvis and allow your whole spine to start going into flexion. We're not going to over flex, so just imagine that you're bringing you've got two spots on your chest that you're just bringing to look at the wall there. We don't want any overextension of the back. Lovely. And again, tuck the pelvis, allow the back to round. That beautiful flexed back. Untuck the pelvis. And just thinking about bringing the chest to face the wall without overextending. We don't want this. Just a gentle extension and lengthening of the spine. Lovely, let's do that one more time. So tuck the pelvis under, allow the back to round. Then untuck the pelvis, And allow a bit of extension and stretching of the spine. Fab. Now bring yourself to a V-sit. Nice open stretch. Bolster yourself, remember, so that you have got your pelvis in alignment. Allow your feet to drop out to the side so you're really getting the stretch down the inside there. Just bend forward slightly. You're just increasing that stretch. Come back up, stay V-sitting. We'll just work on the wrists once more. So hands with your fingers stretched out, turn them back to back with the thumbs and the backs of the hands touching. And then just allow your wrists to drop so they're in line with your elbows. And come out of that. Make fists, really anchor the index finger down, fist to fist, and then roll your hands so the backs of your hands, backs of your wrists area are touching, and just allow your elbows to drop down slightly. Okay. Gently bring yourself up to standing. Take your arms out to the sides. Hands up in the stop position. Breathe in and bring your hands above your head so your your right hand is over your left. Come down. Take them back up. Left hand over your right this time. Back down. Sweep them back up. Right over left. Sweep them down. Left over right this last time. Hands by your sides. Take your arms up in front, up above your head. Gently, gently come down. Keeping your feet flat. Untuck your pelvis, so just getting a nice stretch up the back of your legs. And then walk yourself up, hands on your bump. Time to connect to baby. Just gently rocking, swaying, or circling, whichever feels right just for you. Just taking some time to connect with your baby. And let's repeat our affirmations again. I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. My pelvis opens for my baby. My pelvis opens for my baby. And then in your own time, just bringing the class to a close. Opening your eyes and gently getting on with your day.